What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. Today, I'm taking a week late look at the song from Fromisnain titled Love Bomb. I totally just blanked on what the name of this song was for some reason. Fromisnain, Love Bomb, that's their newest song. We're gonna check it out. Their two releases this year, their debut and all of that kind of stuff, have been some spectacular tracks. My personal favorite of the two thus far has been To Heart, their debut song. The entire package of that song is absolutely fantastic, and I think that DK is a really strong song, but some aspects of it are not really my favorites in comparison to their debut song. So with all of that being said, I'm going into this, I just want to see a song that is equally as good, if not better, as their previous releases. Maybe gives us something different, because I'm all for some different stuff and some variation in sound and image in groups. And we'll see, give you guys my first thoughts, and then we're going to dive into a little bit of a deeper review after the fact. So if you want to hear more stuff like that as I cover other releases in the future, my honest first impression thoughts, and potentially a more detailed review of the song, then subscribe to the channel, because I got plenty more videos where this one came from. And of course, you can go back and watch my other reaction videos, including my reaction to the debut song from this group. So with all of that being said, let's get this video started and share my first impression thoughts on it. It's pretty man, I thought it was gonna be a little intense. The intro was definitely a little intense. So far, the song's a little bit weaker. That's catchy. Okay. That's definitely a super catchy little chorus right there for sure. I like that verse, was good too. I like that. I guess it was a rap verse, sort of ish, kinda. I guess it was supposed to be the rap verse. I love this. This is at the very least just as good as their previous release, for sure. I mean, what the chorus is doing for me is, first off, it's in English, so that's really good for me personally, and the whole repetition and all that stuff is something that's, catchy, for sure. I love it. It's so good. This is absolutely like a absolute perfect sort of follow-up. Really, really good. I like how they turn a cantaloupe into a little bomb. Or maybe it was a honeydew. I was green inside. That's not... Maybe it's some fruit I'm not familiar with. That's possible. Yeah, that was good. I think that definitely is at the very least on for me personally, on a level that, that DK was at, or Tugun Tugun, whatever you want to call it. The song definitely, strong in the same ways that song was, maybe potentially a little weak in the same ways that song was also, for my personal enjoyment, of course. I'll have to listen to this more, of course. I'm going to listen to this more when I come back with a, more detailed review. Pick out a couple of points that I liked about it, maybe some points I didn't like about it. I don't specifically know just yet, but we're going to do that. But before I go over to the review portion, I want to ask you guys a little bit of a question, because maybe the answer to this question, who can answer this question, potentially might tell me how old you are at the very least. Let's get this review started by just coming out straight away and saying that I have to put this song personally on a similar level like to Heart, as, ranking their 3 promo songs thus far as, my favorites, I guess I'd say. So this is in the top 1 or 2, depending on how I feel. It might be higher than 2 Hearts, it might be lower. I don't specifically know, but the one way, or the primary way that I'm kind of telling how much I really like this, is the fact that the chorus of this song it makes me want to dance, and I kind of feel the song in a similar way that I did feel 2 Hearts. DK doesn't quite give me that kind of feel, even though it is a very, very, very good song. So let's get into the things that I really, really liked about it. I've got 3 separate points. 2 of them are kind of related in a way. So let's dive into the first one that is actually super, super unique. And that is, let's just talk about the little bit of the intro theme, the music that goes with the intro that, of course, gives us an introduction to the song. That's what it's for. That's why it's called the intro. Right away, the intensity and the I guess just the beats, the intensity of the song, the energy that is coming out of the music for the chorus is definitely something that makes you sit up in your chair, or at least makes me sit up in my chair and pay attention to the song. It is, to a certain extent, something that's been, or at least that moment was a little bit of a different, energy level that they haven't necessarily kind of depicted in that way. DK, the verses and stuff like that are not not necessarily the most energetic, or just like, I should say, that song in general isn't necessarily the most energetic. 2 Heart, pretty energetic song, pretty, full of life, but not quite exactly in the way that the intro of this song makes it out to be. So right away, something that is super eye-catching, or I guess ear-catching, or whatever you want to say. It's attention-grabbing, to say the least. And I was kind of like thinking, like, this song is it's gonna just absolutely pop off. It's gonna go insane. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a bit chaotic, so to speak. I say that in air quotes because it's not necessarily a chaotic song, or the sound in the chorus isn't necessarily chaotic, but it just is like, lots of K-pop songs have a lot of chaos in them, so to speak, with a lot of other crazy stuff going on with the music track or the vocal track, or how all this stuff interacts. The song ultimately doesn't really deliver on that feeling that there's about to be some chaos with the song. It actually ends up being a, relatively mellow, moderate energy, moderate tempo sort of song, and the chorus kind of does a really good job of, 1, capturing your attention, and 2, kind of deceiving me at the very least into thinking that the song is going to be something that it ultimately is not. That's something I like. I definitely like, songs and, stories, even if you're ever reading a book or whatever, that kind of set an expectation that one thing is going to happen, and then there's that plot twist and something completely different happens. That's always fun. I always like the twists and the turns and the surprise endings and, all of that kind of stuff that you don't really expect. Being shocked at, moments in the way that a song progresses is something that I personally really, really enjoy. That is just right off the bat a really big, strong plus mark for me. Second point, and of course point 3 is kind of related, so we'll probably just segue straight into that without actually announcing point 3. But point 1 is I kind of want to focus on a little bit talking about the rap verse in this song, which isn't necessarily a rap verse. I'm going to kind of call it a rap verse in disguise, I guess you can say. I'm going to call it a rap verse in disguise because for me, the rap portion of the song, or at least of that verse, isn't necessarily, I guess it's a rap, but it isn't necessarily, rapped, so to speak. I guess it's a little bit more sung, it's a little bit more of a melodic sort of flow to it than you get in other raps. Maybe not necessarily, maybe the style of this isn't necessarily one that stands out from other girl groups, because I think girl group rap verses tend to be a little bit more melodic than rap verses in boy groups do, but this one definitely is, the flow of it is different. And the unique aspect of it is that you don't have, two members who are rapping. Instead, you've got one member who is, rapping, and you've got another member who's, providing the lines to follow up that, they alternate members in or as far as the lyrics go in the lines, and the other member of that part of that in that part of the song is actually providing vocals that are sung versus rapped. So it's not a pure rap verse, it is a, like I said, a rap verse in disguise, because the rap lines in the song aren't necessarily, rapped in a certain specific way, maybe not necessarily unique to girl groups, but the fact that that every rap line is countered and balanced by a vocal line is something that I think is actually unique in the whole structure and the writing of the song. And so moving on to why I think that every single verse in this song is different is that every single verse, the music is actually, noticeably different. And if the music isn't something that is noticeably different, because the second half of every single verse goes back to the theme they introduced the song with, the very least the vocals are different in every single verse. So of course the first verse, the intro, it's got this, the vocals in the first half are unique. The vocals in the first half of the second chorus are unique because it's that rap verse in disguise. The first half of the vocals in the first half of the third chorus, which leads into the outro, is your, I guess you can say, your vocal solo, right? So that stuff is unique in and of itself, but it is backed up with music that is actually unique as well, that is different, that you haven't necessarily heard before in the song. Which, as I said earlier, that's different and that is unique and that is noteworthy, because a lot of K-pop songs follow a little bit of a formula where, technically the composer really only writes one chorus and one verse, and they just repeat those blocks all together, and they can, kind of put them together with transitions in the songs that, make sense. So, that's kind of just the way that a lot of pop songs are written, whether it's K-pop or not. You always go back. They're super, super formulaic in a sense, where 3 minutes, you only really get 2 interesting things to listen to, whereas in this song, you get, your chorus, which is the same, but you get 3, 1, 2, 3, and maybe your outro is something that is unique, that presents a different sound and a different theme to it. And, maybe in the first half of the verses, like I said, the music isn't the most unique, but it is something that is related and is, I think, as far as the couple of times that I've listened to this song again, they are different. That's what I got to say for this song. That's my first impression thoughts, and that is, of course, my review of this song. So if you enjoyed it, then let me know in the comments below. If you like this song, let me know down there as well what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, because of course I want to know what everybody thinks, whether they like this song or not. So I encourage you to share your thoughts, because this community that I'm trying to build here and foster with these videos is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions on this stuff that we're talking about, no matter what it is that you think. So if you want to join that community, click the subscribe button down below, and of course click the bell icon to make sure that you get all of my videos. So with all that being said, that's it for this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.